Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome everyone to our live stream. And to all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. All right. And have a great one with your family. Right. Today we have two special guests all the way from America, and we'll start off with the first one. But I have to give you her background and so that you can appreciate when you listen to her in a short while. Very touching because she had to live through all that. And yeah, well, before I introduce her, this is her background. Nancy, living with autoimmune health issues, has been a huge challenge throughout her life. In the early 90s, she was diagnosed with MCS / EI, which is actually multiple chemical sensitivity, environmental illness, along with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, asthma, irritable bowel syndrome, and so on. Wow. Born with scoliosis, she ended up having spine surgery from a ruptured disc. Then after years of female problems, endometriosis caused her to have a complete hysterectomy. So let's welcome Nancy. And she has a lot to say. Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Good morning, and I guess it's good evening to you there.
Yes.
I am doing awesome.
You know, when I read your testimony at Frequency One, and you always update, right? I was very, I mean, wow, you're a brave woman. I mean, you have a list, it's like some people have one or two issues, but you have a list of issues that you had to go through in life. And well, this magical one has helped you a lot, I'm sure. So maybe you can start by telling us what are your challenges. I mean,
is it Dr. Ong, or do I get to call you
yeah,
James?
okay, you can call me Dr. Ong, James. It's okay.
I've been in a fight for my life.
Yeah.
It's been a fight, a daily challenge. And even I'm remembering the very day that I got the device, the ITeraCare. And when I heard about it, I knew there was something inside me that said, I have to try it. I have to have it. I believe it's something that's going to help me. I had taken a huge fall. And you take a fall with a person who's had spinal injury, autoimmune, you go into a fight or flight. You go into such trauma. And I got the device that very day, and I immediately used it where I had pain. And I was just shocked immediately. Immediately, I got relief. And so from day one, I knew it was a blessing.
Nancy, because of your medical condition, when there is a relief, you feel it instantly. You of all people, you can definitely feel if something has helped you or not. Am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And because of your prolonged usage of antibiotics and so many, drugs, perhaps, yeah, as you mentioned to me, your immune system probably has been compromised.
Exactly.
Right? So that's why it's kind of like a spiraling thing, where one thing leads to another kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
yeah, tell us about, all the, I saw the check, it's like you have this problem, you check, you update,
Right.
I've got a whole list of it, tell us about
I was told right off the bat that I should make a list of everything, because if you don't, you're going to forget that you had it. And it's true. And so I had a list of things that I knew that I had a challenge of. And weeks later, I'm going, well, wait a minute. I'm not noticing this. I'm not noticing that, like the IBS, I immediately had regular, normal bowel movement, and that was huge. you know, things like that. And so it's been a powerful journey. That's all I can say. I've been a godsend.
It is a long list, and perhaps to refresh your memory, I mean, I'm sure you know each and every one of them, but right now for you to recall all of them, pain and inflammation gone. You can stop me at any point, all right? Stop me.
And that was the first day that I noticed that the pain and inflammation from
the first day when you used the ITeraCare.
Exactly.
Wow.
I noticed it immediately. That was the big one that I noticed.
Where was the pain coming from? Which part of your?
I took a fall face forward.
Oh my God.
I slipped. I was walking on the sidewalk and there was a little bit of a lift in the sidewalk and I missed it and went flying forward. And so my knee was all bruised up and scraped up and it became inflamed, inflammation and pain. And my arm, the whole arm was bruised and I had scrapes all over my hand. And so I mean, it was a bad fall for a person who has, and then you go into that trauma, you go into a fight or flight, whenever you hurt yourself.
I know.
And so I was definitely there. And so, yeah, there was just.
Yeah, I know. And going down the list, you have chronic fatigue. And of course, that one is easy when you have like a spurt.
That was the other thing that I noticed.
Energy. Suddenly you find yourself having so much energy, right?
I had energy right away. I was like,
wow.
That was huge. Finding from fatigue, chronic fatigue to energy. That was huge too.
I know. Instant feeling.
Right.
Then next on your list is TMJ. And wow. TMJ
Can I tell you the story there? Do you want to hear the story there?
Please do.
I was on the road for trying to find health, find healing throughout my journey of, from 1990 to today. Somebody told me I need to get all the mercury amalgam out of my teeth. And so I found a doctor to do that. And I ended up with TMJ. My jaw got so bruised.
Yeah, maybe for the benefit of our viewers, because not many people know what TMJ stands for, and I just Google it, and it's actually TMJ dysfunction. Correct me if I'm wrong. Causes pain and tenderness in your jaw joints and surrounding muscles and ligaments.
Right, because of taking all of the amalgam mercury, I had all of my teeth filled with this mercury, this toxic mercury.
Wow.
It inflamed my jaw so bad, and then my jaw became unaligned. And so another dentist wanted to break my jaw, and I said, I ain't doing that. So anyway, so I got that relief. It's like the relief, the pain, the stiffness that went on in the jaw area. I got a lot of relief there.
Wow. And the next down the list, I mean, your list is pretty long, irritable bowel syndrome.
I think from all the antibiotics, having been on all of my life, I had bad tonsils and the doctor didn't want to take them out because he was worried that I'd get worse because my sister had an illness. She was older than me, and she had this illness that he thought maybe bottom line, he thought I'd get worse. So I lived on antibiotics most of my life.
I know. Yeah. And that has taken its toll, I guess,
Yeah.
And then next is RSD. And I was wondering what RSD stands for. And again, I Googled it, and it's reflex sympathetic dystrophy.
Right.
Is that right? RSD syndrome?
Yes, and you can have that anywhere from mild to extreme. If you have it in the extreme area, you become crippled.
Wow.
And I had an auto accident. My hand flew off of the steering wheel and hit the window with my ring, and it caused a breakage in the middle of my hand, and it was the trauma caused the RSD, and so I no longer feel the pain. As a matter of fact, I still have a space here. Look at that. Now you can't pull your fingers apart. Do you see that space?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I
I
do.
can close it now. I couldn't
Wow.
close it before. So
Yeah.
that's all from that trauma in the hand.
That's
And so
huge, isn't it? That's huge. I mean,
another huge, right.
and because you sort of gotten better, you have a higher energy level. So that ended your depression, right?
Another doctor wanted to put me on depression meds,
Wow.
antidepressants, and I said no. I said I'm sick. I need you to help me with so that I'm not sick. I'm depressed because I'm sick. I'm not going to go on antidepressants. And but yeah, if you're in constant fight and flight,
Mm-hmm.
you know, stress and trauma related from being sick, yeah, you're going to be depressed.
I know.
And
I know.
so, yeah, that depression left. As a matter of fact, I had an emotional healing just a
Mm-hmm.
few days after using the device. I had
Wow.
just lost my granddaughter. She
Mm-hmm.
was 30 years old, and I won't get into that
Mm-hmm.
because that's
Yeah.
hard. But I just went into this bawling, and I called my
Mm-hmm.
sponsor and I said, "What is going on with me?" She says, "You're having an emotional healing." And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, whoa, it even goes into your emotions.
Yeah.
So, and after I calmed, you know, all of that lifted off of me, it was like, whoa, night and day, night and day. I had such grief over my granddaughter
Mm-hmm.
dying so young. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, anyway,
yeah.
glad that it helped you. And then your list is pretty long, as I said, and I'll just go on. And colitis,
Colon
yeah,
inflammation, a lot of colon issues, a
yeah,
lot of gut
mhm,
issues. Yeah.
yeah, and sciatica,
Sciatica from
yeah.
having spine surgery, the
Mm-hmm.
pain shooting down into the leg. Yep, that
Wow.
was
So now
yeah.
I mean, it's okay now. You don't have that pain now.
I'm good. It
Yeah,
keeps it
good.
under control. It's
Wow.
keeping, and so
Okay.
yeah, I
And
believe.
you are no longer on steroid inhaler for
Oh,
emphysema. Wow,
oh my gosh.
that's huge.
A year and a half ago,
Mm-hmm.
after the COVID thing, I didn't get
Yes.
COVID, but I did get a variant, it was called. And
Mm-hmm.
so it inflamed my lungs. I
Mm-hmm.
have a history of asthma. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
emphysema was a new one. So they
Wow.
diagnosed me with emphysema and they put me on a steroid inhaler. So
Wow.
after a few months of using my miracle device, my
Yeah.
ITeraCare, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go off of this and see what happens, and I'm doing awesome.
Well, I think if someone has emphysema, they'll be wheezing, you cannot like what you're
No,
doing or talking like what you're doing now. So
right,
obviously,
right,
obviously.
right.
Wow, that's great.
So
That's great. And
that's a miracle.
going down your list, Nancy,
Yeah.
insomnia.
Well, I think that plays
Hmm.
into when you're so sick, you just don't
Yeah,
sleep. Your
I know.
sleep is
Too much going on
affected,
in your mind. Yeah.
right?
Healthy hair.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
it's it's getting thicker, and
It's looking good.
yeah. As a
Way
matter
of
of fact,
looking. Yeah.
I found a little color, got rid of the
Mm-hmm.
gray.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
That's good. And brain fog to mental clarity.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with that major auto accident with I had with my
Yes.
hand, I also the airbag went off into my face, and I ended
Mm-hmm.
up with some brain trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and had some brain atrophy.
Wow.
And so, yeah, the brain needed a lot of help.
Wow.
And I'm not noticing any brain fog anymore. I don't notice it at all, at all. It's
Look,
gone.
that's great. And
Yeah.
next is, I think they're interrelated in almost the same area. UTI, bladder, kidney
Oh,
infections.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, a huge
History
history of
already.
that. And
Yeah.
so I'm doing
History.
awesome, doing
And
great.
migraines, no more.
Um, I haven't had one for a long time.
Wow, that's great.
And I would have them. As a matter of fact, initially when I would get them, I'd be down for 3 days.
Okay.
And then as I was introduced to the ITeraCare and going through the treatment there, maybe one here and one there would pop up, and I got relief. And so, but I've it's been weeks now, and I haven't noticed some migraine.
Fantastic, fantastic. We certainly want to throw it away and get, you don't want to remember them.
Exactly.
Strong, healthy nails. People say when you have strong, healthy nails, it's a good sign, isn't it?
You know what? I just cut them down. I should have left them long so you could see how they had grown.
Why did it used to break or something? I mean, did it crack?
Oh, they were brittle. That you just touch them and they would fall apart.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. And so you can see the long.
Oh, yes, we can see. All right, Nancy. Yeah. Very healthy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And dry skin eczema. Wow.
Especially on my lower leg for some reason. If I didn't keep lotion on my lower leg, it would turn into this eczema, dry skin thing, and getting sores and everything. And so, yeah, I haven't had to put any lotion on my legs.
That's great news. Chronic watery itchy eyes. A lot of people have that.
The allergy thing. Yeah.
That's an allergy thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And healthy gums, sensitive teeth, no more?
Oh my goodness, my gums bled a lot.
Wow.
And
very uncomfortable, isn't it?
The oral health thing was huge. I had lost a tooth and there was a deterioration of the gum. And I would focus on that area a lot, along my gum line. And it's healthy looking. I've got no more bleeding. My teeth are whiter. And
fantastic. Yeah.
They've always been yellow from, I think, the antibiotics.
Yeah. And it says here dental plaque no more. And tonsillitis. Yeah.
That would be my clue that I needed to see a dentist, because I would get this plaque buildup. No more plaque?
No more plaque?
No more plaque.
Amazing. There's so much positive happening in your life, Nancy. I'm so happy for you, really.
Oh, thank you.
I'm feeling your vibration. It's amazing. Yeah. And tonsillitis, I guess that has to do with your immune system, isn't it?
Right. I had tonsillitis since I was little. And that would be what it would hit, the tonsils, and then I'd have to go on antibiotics. So.
Yeah. And leg and foot cramps no more, restless legs no more. I guess your blood circulation has improved, isn't it?
That would be it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. And ingrown toenail. Wow, you used to have that?
I had one toenail, the big toe that
always gives you trouble.
Irritated. And so that's gone.
That's gone. Okay, let's keep throwing them away, all right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, bloated tummy. Wow. I think that's the bacteria in your,
I was told parasites, but who
parasites,
knows? It just needs to all go.
All the bad stuff. Let's throw them away too.
Right, exactly.
When your energy level is higher, your cells can function more efficiently. A lot of stuff will just disappear, really.
Exactly.
Okay, going down. I mean, we have already covered so much, but it's still a lot more. Moles drying up and disappearing.
Do you know when I was at my sickest, I had all these moles that all of a sudden
coming up,
flared up. So I think there's a connection there. I don't know. I've not researched it. I got to get on Google and figure this out. Whatever. But yeah, they're drying up. And I can just rub them, and they're mostly on my back, and they're just I'm going to be showing a picture when they're all gone. I'm going to post a picture.
Okay, all right, I'll remember that.
But yes, they're all drying up and disappearing. They are.
That's great news. That's great news. And arthritis in knuckles.
My dad had those knuckles where they would get inflamed, and he said it was arthritis. I don't know what it is for sure, but I had one growing right here, and I don't know if you can see or not, but it's gone. It's gone. Anyway,
fantastic.
Yeah, it was very painful. Very painful. It is gone.
I know. The discomfort is sometimes excruciating. Wow. Another one, throw it away.
Exactly. gone.
So you also mentioned that you had chiropractic alignment,
I lived at the
with
chiropractor.
a full body massage. Wow.
I lived at the chiropractor in the early stages of trying to get well. And I would walk out the door and would lose my alignment. I just, it was like, well, after years of doing that, I finally figured I'm going to quit throwing my money away because my alignment wasn't staying. And when I do the full body, I do the 10 points protocol, as it's called. I sit, I can feel my alignment is there. I walk straighter, I sit straighter. It's a full body alignment is what I get from doing the protocol. And it's exciting, and it feels like a massage, like I've had a massage.
Simply amazing. That's all I can say. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for coming forward to share. And there could be others watching this, and hopefully you'll help them. I know. I mean, the reason why you come onto this live stream is hopefully someone else can benefit from this.
ITeraCare is a godsend, and I couldn't live without it. And I'm so thankful to Prife, and I love my ITeraCare. I can't shout it loud enough from the rooftops how delighted I am to have found this.
Well, as I mentioned to you before, it would be good if you can come join us in Thailand.
Oh, that would be awesome.
We're expecting about 10,000 people there. So everyone will be, whoa, cheering you on, So thank you. Thank you, Nancy. And God bless you. And may you become stronger and stronger keep us updated in the frequency.
Thank you for the invite. God bless you.
Take care.
You.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, very touching indeed. There is hope. I know there's a lot of you out there who are feeling a little bit depressed, maybe because of your situation right now. Don't give up, because you never know. Just something that you try, it may work for you, and it may change your life. Okay, so our next guest is Angel from Florida, and he was born in Puerto Rico. All right, so for those of you who likes the Caribbean, he's the man. All right, he was before I introduce him, he was passionate about volleyball, which brought him many discomforts and limitations after 29 years due to his constantly inflamed and painful knees. And he tried everything except surgery until he met William Bowles. And that was the beginning of his relationship with ITeraCare. And after using it for 3.5 weeks, that totally changed his life. He suffered for the last 25 years before he used ITeraCare. Hello, Angel. How are you?
Hello, Dr. James. Thank you for the invitation, and thank you, Nancy, for sharing the experience. It's amazing results she have, and I have more testimony to share with other people in the Latin market. Thank you, Nancy.
I know. Now, Angel, tell us about the kind of discomfort or pain that you've been suffering for 25 years, maybe from what pain level 1 to 10? I mean, like what kind of level?
11.
11. From 1 to 10, you're 11. Wow. So it must be horrific, isn't it? I mean,
yes. The situation is that when we are young, we think we are a Superman every time in the life, and we abuse of the jungle, and jumping in the sand of the beach, and in the surface in bad situation, and I don't feel anything in my early 20s, but then sometime in the 30s, beginning start to to feel very discomfort in my knees.
Yeah.
It's not easy for me when I try to go to the floor. It's slow to recovery to go to from the bed to put my in the floor. 2, 3,
Just
4 minutes is very feel bad, because when you athletic and then you feel like 90 years old in your 30, is feel
I
very
know.
very
I know. Just simple tasks in life becomes very difficult for you, right?
Mhm.
Now, what did you do to try to get yourself better, but didn't seem to work? What did you do before you met ITeraCare?
Yeah. Drugs, pain blockers, it's a killer pain or painkillers, treatment with the doctor, hot, cold, everything. I try to eliminate or slow the discomfort, but when the effect of the pills go, return every time the pain, and I say, okay, I need to live with this and doing that, because no anything work for me.
I know.
Anything.
You're willing to try anything just to get rid of
Everything.
the discomfort. And when you use it for 3.5 weeks, how did you do it? A lot of people would like to know. Did you want the water? Did you drink the water? How did you blow
Yes,
yourself?
okay.
Yeah. And how
When
often per day? Yeah.
Yes, I received the video to see the explanation of the frequency, ITeraCare, and then go to the a Facebook website to read a lot of testimonials and say, oh, maybe for me this work, and I buy the ITeraCare and reading the information that William told me, and start with water, 30 seconds, then use the water and go from my hands, my foot, and everything.
Basically the 10 steps, right? The 10
The
steps.
10 steps, the basics. I doing the basic, and when I finish, I dedicate in each legs, in each knee.
On your knees, yeah.
Yes, it's 5, 6, 7 minutes each knees.
Okay, a little bit longer.
Every day, 2 times a day, every day.
Okay. Oh wow. That's really amazing. Now, because you speak Spanish, maybe for the Spanish community, you would like to say a few words in translation, so that they can understand, right? Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity, Dr. James. Okay, bueno, quiero primero que nada agradecerle a Prife, ¿verdad?, por este tremendo producto que han logrado traernos a nosotros. Conocí el ITeraCare hace 17 meses. Lo estoy usando al pie de la letra. Miré los testimonios, miré los videos, hice los 10 pasos básicos, empezando con agua, terminando con agua mejorada, y aplicándolo todos los días, 2 veces al día. Esos 10 pasos, en 3 semanas y media, logré bajar unas situaciones de dolencias terribles en mis rodillas que me estaban impidiendo tener una calidad de vida y caminar. Fue algo que se me resolvió en 3 semanas y media de estar usándolo todos los días fielmente, y estoy agradecido. Si usted es una persona que tiene retos de inflamación, retos de molestia, esto realmente es una alternativa que debes tratar. Muchas gracias. Thank you, James.
Wow.
Finish my Spanish.
That's a pretty quick summary.
Yes, yeah.
The only Spanish I know is hola. Anyway, thank you so much, Angel, and all the very best to you. And then I know you're doing the business as well. That's why in your background, I can see the 3 devices.
Yes.
And you've also been a networker before. Or maybe you can tell us a little bit, what do you see? I mean, apart from this device helping you, what do you see as the potential of this ITeraCare as a business? Tell us about it.
Well, network marketing is a business of sharing stories, sharing testimonies, and in this case, the frequency create for the people more faster result, more change, transformation life, than any other thing I saw in the past 30 years. This time is very important because the conscience of the people to be more healthy is more than 25 years ago. People more want to avoid sick, and when we show the video and we say go to this link and see the result and validate, is very easy, the process.
I know.
The journey is very easy for the people. And as a business, is great, offer to the average people the opportunity to have result in this industry than any other option or category of product that we have in the industry. A lot of great product in the industry, but wow, the difference here with the ITeraCare is very substantially.
I think you can refer to it as blue ocean. It's something amazing.
Yeah.
It's new. And also with social media, you can just share. In other words, let the YouTube guy explain for you, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is a global business. And Angel, I really hope to see you in Thailand, you know, in January.
Yes.
Make your way there together with your team members.
To go.
Yeah, just plug in as many people as you can to Thailand. Then your network income will grow tremendously. All right.
Yes.
So
yes.
Thank you so much for coming to our live stream to share, Angel. And God bless and all the best to you.
Thank you, Dr. James. Thank you for the invitation.
Welcome. Wow. So 2 amazing testimonies. I hope you enjoyed it. And before I end, once again, happy Father's Day to everyone, all the fathers out there. All right. See you next week.
Medical disclaimers. ITera Classic and ITera Pro are not medical devices. The information provided on our website is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. Prife International shall not be liable for risks or issues associated with using or acting upon the information on our website. Prife International shall not be liable or responsible for the actions, misrepresentations, or negligence of our members who are independent contractors.